Let's chat business. 10 years of business. Welcome my friends. Welcome everyone to Natalka Design YouTube channel, the place for inspiration, design, technology, all the inspirational tools that I can give you, even travel, best bakeries and random things. Welcome guys. Today let's talk 10 tips from 10 years in business. I mean, I think of myself as a pretty young person. We're not gonna go into details, but I've been in the business for 10 years officially, because I've been working behind the scenes on visuals and kind of learning about the craft before that. But let's say officially it's been 10 years of Natalka Design and I have stuff to say. So let's just jump right into it. Here are my 10 tips that I've learned from 10 years in business. Just start. If you're thinking about starting a business, if you're wondering, if you're not sure, if you think like you don't have enough time, it's difficult, the world is not ready, you're not ready, no, take everything out of your head and just start. Just put one step forward. What could be that one step forward that can bring you closer to starting? Is it an Instagram post? Is it telling your 3 friends? Is it designing or sketching out a logo? What is it that will make you just that 1% more confident to start your idea? Doesn't have to be anything dramatic. You don't need to leave your job suddenly and just throw everything away. How about giving it one afternoon, one evening, one day in the weekend, few hours of your week? If you can find that, you can start. Ask for help. Now, I learned the tough way that at the beginning I was like, I can do this, you know, I've got this, I'm doing it. And half of the stuff that I was doing, I didn't know what I'm doing, how to do it, how to help myself. And it felt at times pretty lonely. So I quickly learned that asking for help, it's really good. And you will be surprised often how people really want to help you. They're there to be asked, and if they don't have time, that doesn't mean that they don't want to help you. They don't reply or anything like that. They're probably busy with their 500 things to do. You might be just surprised that people actually really want help, and often more than not they do. Learn who's your client. Not everyone's going to be your client, and also you don't want to get out to the world and not be really sure who you're speaking to. Name it your client, your audience, whatever you want to do. Who is your client? Who is the person that will be interested in your product or your service or your software or whatever that is? Learn that very quickly, because then that will bring you into focus. Where to speak to them, how to speak to them, have some sense of, I've got this product or service, who is that for? You can do it through surveys, you can do it through asking people, you can do it through research. There's many ways to find that out. If you want, check out our video about brand and how to start or refresh a brand. There's a lot of things in there. I'll put the link somewhere here. You can't win them all. Guess what? So this is a big one, because I started and I was doing everything that I thought I can. I was running around, I was busy, I was asking people to talk to me. I was like, I've got this, I'm doing everything, everyone's gonna call me back. No, they're not. And it's not because they don't like you. It's not because they don't think you're interesting or what you do. They just don't need it. And it's so okay. You have to think about it. Do you, let's say when you go to a big mall or something, do you really go into every shop? Do you buy everything that's out there in the world? Do you engage with every person that you meet? No, you don't, right? So it's the same thing your way. Don't get heartbroken if people will say no. Don't get heartbroken if people say, not now, not for me, not this, not that. If you see that everyone on your way, everyone is saying no, then of course revisit. There might be something wrong with your messaging or how you're presenting yourself or just your idea. But in general, in business world, there will be people who want to engage with you and people who don't. Even in a room of 100 people, there might be someone that will be at least interested in what you do, or at least willing to share about what you do. Be flexible, be nimble, and try to kind of adjust yourself to the times, to the style, to what's going on. It doesn't mean don't be kind of real or genuine to your idea, but what it means, for example, for me, when I've got my services, in time, if I see that my clients are asking for something specific that I haven't yet delivered and I actually could, I will introduce that to my services. Likewise, if I see that one of the services is not really doing well, or no one gets it, or something's off, I will either scrap it, or I will rephrase it, or I will ask them, what are they understanding here? What it is that they need here? I will always try to evolve and change and be flexible, because it's very good to do that, because you will feel like you're moving and you're evolving rather than being stuck. This is the way that I'm doing things. Not gonna help, not in the long run. Learn from mistakes. We all make them. Mistakes are part of the game. Everyone fails, everyone makes mistakes. Most of people don't know what they're doing. At the end of the day, if I'm very honest with you, yes, we all have skills, but whenever there's something that we either do for the first time, or we've never done before, or there's people we don't know, we are all learning as we go. Let's just be honest here. So the quicker you get okay with it and comfortable with it, the better you will turn out. I'll do my research, I'll do everything I can, but if it fails, it fails, and we are moving on. We are moving on, we're progressing, we're not stalling, we're not getting depressed for a week, we're not being heartbroken, because it will happen. Focus on your strengths. That's a big one, because when you start a business or you run a business, and I'm sure some of you will say yes to it, we get kind of excited and we tend to want to do everything. And it's not because we're like, I know it all. Well, I know people who think that, but it's because we just want to, you know, we're energetic, we want to do everything. We have all the time, we'll do it in the evening, we'll do it on the weekend, we'll do it anytime. And what happens? Suddenly we realize that most of these tasks are not done in a best way. We don't have friends or personal life, and we're just super tired and overwhelmed. So find your strengths and play to them. We all have strengths. I know what are mine. If there are things that I know I'm not amazing at, or I know someone could add value and help me with, I'll either ask them to help me and hire them or get help, or I will study myself longer if I still want to do it. But I know there's only 24 hours in a day, and I want to focus on things that I'm really good at, and I want to give space to other people to help me with other tasks. Maybe I can ask a friend, a contact, maybe you can exchange your skills with someone. There's always a way, but don't try to do it all. Play to your strengths. This is a simple one, but talk to humans, which I mean connect, talk to people. We all know people. This is such a basic one, but it's so true. When I started, even before I started, I was just talking to people. I was connecting. I was going to events. I was calling people. I was tweeting people. There was no Instagram. There was none of that. The moment you connect with people, and that can be a LinkedIn invite, that can be a tweet, that can be an Instagram DM, that can be a message, that can be spreading the word. Hey guys, I'm starting and I would love to talk to you. I would love to connect with people who could be interested in that space. Chat to people, connect, say hi, see where they are. Don't expect anything, just say hi, connect with humans. Regular thing to do. Go. Be bold. I have to say that because it's so important, and I'm so passionate about it, because when I started 10 years ago, I was much younger. I was in my 20s. I was a bit scared. I was shy, especially going to big corporate rooms full of, let's call it, often middle-aged men, where I could fit a bit like, not feel a bit like an imposter, like I don't fit in, or I am too young, or whatever. I am not from London, or English is not my first language, or I haven't studied certain things in a university format. There's so many things that I could just kind of talk to myself about and feel very shy. But the bold part is really important, and it doesn't mean you have to be cocky and like, I know it all. It's not about that at all. It's about knowing that you bring value, you bring something special, you've got skills that people will pay for, and you're there to help. And the moment that you realize that to yourself and you know that you're bringing value and you are really, really useful in that place for these people, you will feel good. And if there's someone who is giving you an attitude or is giving you like a, what are you doing here, miss, or whatever, or sir, it's their problem, it's not your problem. I will give you a tiny anecdote in this one because I'm always very passionate about it. When I first started, I find myself in a corporate room, one of many. I've got my pens, I've got my big boards, because that's how I started. I was capturing, live scribing things on a paper. There was no digital properly. I was like literally a chicken starting out. I had no team ages ago. And I found myself in this room full of men, as often I would. Awesome, no problem. And one of the, let's say, alpha males, you can see that he's the boss and he's the most important person there. Amongst his like other guys who were talking to him and chatting and kind of, you know, you can see he's the boss. Awesome. I come up and I wanted to say hello, introduce myself, do the thing that I should be doing whilst I'm prepping. And he got a bit like, I think he wanted to be a bit like, I'm going to show you here. And he said in front of everyone to me, well, let's see how fast can you draw? And I don't know what clicked into me and I don't know what it was. It was a bit of that be bold kind of thing. But I straight away said, well, let's see how fast can you talk? And I said it in a very kind of friendly, kind of nudging, poking way. Not like, you know, kind of like, huh. But, you know, he refreshed himself. He was a bit like surprised by that. He didn't expect that. He gave me a little kind of like a, You know, all the men were like, huh. And I will never forget that moment because it was ages ago, 10 years ago, but I made sure that in a very, hopefully, quick and clever way, I showed that I am there, I give value, and I am valuable person to be here with you and to give you something special. And at the end, by the way, of that anecdote, at the end of that event, he came up to me, he said, thank you so much for being here, this is amazing, we will put that in our offices and share it with our clients. I actually didn't expect this will be something like this, you've got a special skill. And we bring it back to the circle, but I always will say it and say it every now and again, be bold. Take care. Take care of yourself. Take care of this, take care of this, and everything will be okay and go well. It's so important, especially no one was talking about it years ago. It's like go, 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 go. But actually taking care of yourself and whatever that means to you, making sure you've got some sort of balance in life, you've got still time for yourself and your loved ones. You can reflect on what you're doing, not just go, go, go. It's very important. And whatever that means to you, taking care of yourself. And there's another video that I can link where I speak about self-care when you run a business, which is, I think, very important. And it's so underrated. And sometimes people just talk about it, but really don't do it. Take care. Because when you do that, you can do it for a long time. You can do it well. You can reflect and see a bit from a bird's eye view, what actually are you doing? You can see the things that need a bit of change and the things that need a bit of improvement and the things that run really well. And you just can do it for longer. I don't believe in anyone doing go, 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 go non-stop and not stopping for a second and doing it for 30 or so years. It really depends on you. If you decide that you want to work for 1 or 2 years, you know, exit, earn a lot of money and go on a yacht, and you have that plan and you can make it happen, awesome, go for it, go crazy, still believe in taking care of yourself. But if I can speak from my experience and 10 years in the business, very active, intense at times business, requiring a lot of travel way back when, requiring a lot of skills, improvement, innovation, speaking to a lot of people, being present, delivering quality time and time again. Take care, because it will be a wild, wild west and it will take time. And if you want to find yourself after 10 years still being in one piece, take care. So these are my 10 tips that just came out of me. They're very important to me. I could speak about this stuff forever, and I have more tips, and I'm very happy to share more. If you would like more of these sort of videos, please let me know in the comments down below. Please give it a like if you like this sort of video. Share it with someone who's starting a business or is thinking about, or maybe lost a bit of confidence and what's important. And I would love to hear from you what you're thinking. And me, myself, and I, hopefully we can see you guys in another 10 years. We'll see. That's why I'm capturing all of this, to see where we go with this. But thank you so much for being part of the journey. Thank you so much for being here so far. It's so exciting to see our community growing, and I would love to hear from you. Take care of yourselves, as number 10 says, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.